documentary for you if you haven't seen it.
Dogfight?
Oh.
No. Have you ever? It's not about combat sports at all. It's it's the concept's gonna sound really lame, but I swear to God, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's the documentary Some Kind of Monster from 2001 or 2. That's about Metallica making their album, but it's the funniest shit I've ever seen because they're so like their heads are so far up their own asses that like they're doing like group therapy while the documentary is going on while they're trying to make the album, and it's the most dysfunctional thing you've ever seen.
That does sound like entertainment.
I don't even like Metallica. Like I'm not like a fan or anything.
I'll watch some shit on.
I would watch any group of motherfuckers do group therapy on
and
some
then like the
shit.
therapist like kind of starts to think like he's part of the band. Like he's definitely like giving them like songwriting advice and shit at some point. It's incredible. Man. It's on Netflix, right?
Imagine being that kind of famous. You're trying to get therapy and motherfuckers like, hey, so why don't you sing this in the song? Like,
and then the lyrics.
I'm not okay.
Motherfucker, I'm drowning right now.
And if you are a Metallica fan, it's pretty wide. Like the album they were making during the course of that documentary is widely considered to be the worst album they ever made. So it's like very bad lyrics. Like the songwriting just
It's
sucks.
all that fucking therapist's fault.
Okay, we'll try your song. Jeez.
This week we're going to be doing the monthly review for the month of August. We're talking with Jeremy, Antoine, Dorian, and Connor.
Ooh. I was lost on that one so far that I thought you said Connor already. I was like, why is he saying Connor again?
While I'm thinking about it. Just a quick reminder that we launched a patron program recently. If you go over there to NYAHstudios.com, check that out, and press the support us button. There's a $1 option where you can suggest a show idea for us, a $5 option where we'll send you unedited episodes, and $10 where we'll make you a new episode.
Do we have stretch goals? We should have stretch goals.
Stretch goal is $500 a month. We will start filming this bitch.
Okay.
That is the first stretch goal, and then we haven't added any other one because that's unnecessary right now.
Yeah.
You can get a cup if you want to.
Yeah.
The store. It's a store.
Yeah. Check the store out. Check the art out.
Yeah, support us.
We should actually only make it video now and then make it $500 and we'll stop videoing it. Like.
So we're about to review August 2021. And I just want to start by saying that the days are literally going faster.
Oh.
The world is spinning faster, so the days are literally going faster. Time is going by faster.
Is this some new? Is this some new science?
This has been happening since 2020, but they just released an article about it in this month. That's when I seen it, and the 6 fastest days ever were in 2020.
Okay.
But we're supposed to have faster days this year.
So not only are we heating up, we're heating up, we're spinning out of control.
Yeah. Spinning out of control. If you've been feeling like, damn, man, shit been going by pretty fast. Don't worry, because it has. We just all been
How
living
much
through
faster? Like 1 second per day or something?
Let me get the...
Because it can't be much. It's not like 10 minutes. We're not getting an extra 10 minutes.
Let me get the shits for you.
Yeah, no one really noticed. Days have been about an hour shorter.
Let me get the shit to you.
Yeah, some scientist woke up. It's like, yeah, I should check this out. This seems...
We're spinning too fast, you guys.
Yeah. Oh, man, you're crazy. No, fire up the satellite. Trust me.
Dude, you were in a coma for the last week. Of course it feels like it's been one day.
Yeah, then they check, and it's like an eighth of a second faster, and that guy's like, oh, I thought it was like an hour.
I forgot about daylight savings time.
Yeah. That's right. He came to the lab late, and he was like, it's going faster. I don't know what to tell you. No, I swear to God, check it.
Check the clocks.
Well, bro, look at when the sun rises and when it's supposed to rise. I'm telling you, it's going to be like 5 minute difference.
Look at the satellite, man. I'm not lying. All right, do you have the hard facts, Antoine?
I'm about to say, this is intriguing evidence you have here.
Yeah.
No, I must have deleted this screenshot. Sorry.
Okay.
Lit. All right.
I'm trying to find it. I'll come back later. I'll chime back in with the hard facts of how much faster the daily lives of the people in this world are going by. Wait,
How fast is your life leaving?
I'm keeping them here.
Oh, do you have a field report from the fight?
Well, hold on. You can't overwhelm him. You can't ask him for a field report from the fight while he's trying to keep the people waiting for the facts.
I mean, no, the people are going to be waiting. They want to know how much time is going by.
Mm-hmm. I thought that's what we were going to lead in with.
The national eviction ban is over this month.
Yeah, what's the story with that? I heard someone was trying to overturn it, or what's happened there?
Okay, so there's several states that are still upholding it. Like, yeah, no, we're just gonna keep that in place for y'all.
Yeah,
I think New York is one of them. I didn't look up all the facts on this. I just headlined it with this one was national eviction ban over now. People, it's no longer federally illegal to evict you.
Yeah.
So landlords everywhere are rejoicing, I guess.
So do we know how many people this affects roughly?
You know what? That's a good stat to look up.
Because like, I feel like I own my house, or I have a mortgage, so I wasn't going to do this regardless. But even if I was renting, I wouldn't fuck around with it if I could possibly not.
The national eviction ban also prevented foreclosures as well.
Oh, well, there we go. Case in point was like, this is going to come around at some point, and the longer you keep this shit going, the more money you're going to have to pay back at the end of it.
Ooh, so more than 11 million Americans who remain behind on their rent are at risk of being evicted currently.
But then again, I lost my job for a little bit, but I was able to get that sweet unemployment for a minute, so I am in kind of a minority on that of people who actually A, qualified, and B, could actually get their unemployment when the whole COVID shit went down.
What's going to happen is a whole bunch of people are going to go back and start working at shit jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no choice.
I don't think that's going to help with a lot of the people that are just far as fuck behind on their shit.
Yeah, because if you're behind on rent by this point, you're probably like thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars behind on your rent, maybe.
They're about to eat that eviction.
Yeah.
Well, you got at least 90 more days. What you want to do is go get a pot and another pot. Some baking soda.
All right.
You gotta get
I didn't realize where you were going at first. I was like, hold on, what?
Take out a Crate and Barrel credit card, get the Pyrex cookware. You want the
glassware.
Yeah.
Don't want that
the lab quality.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all gonna have to do something.
I don't know, because like there's a certain portion of people who can just like make ends meet no matter what. I'm not one of those people. I'm not handy like that. I can't.
You can do it.
You just got to do it.
You got to be put in that situation to do it.
I guess that's fair, but like
when your back's against the wall, you can do a lot more than you think you could do.
Facts.
That's true.
So what do you think? Like, do you?
You can also live without a lot more shit than you think you can.
Yeah, that's
to be real.
That's also true.
I have lived certain ways in my life that right now I'm like, damn. All right. That seems borderline unacceptable now. But so do you think like that like we're gonna get more like drug busts? Do you think more people are going to jail? Like what do you think the amount of people going to jail goes up by?
A lot.
I would say. Because that means more people are gonna do like
crime.
So what are you thinking? Of the 11 million people, 3 million people turn to crime and get caught?
You're going low. 7 million.
7 million. Of the 11 million people
get caught, but go to crime. For sure.
Yeah, 7 million go to crime. 3 million get caught overall. That sounds like a reasonable estimate.
3 million?
We would need to look
out
at
of 11.
Like 1 million get caught.
But like,
they're brand new criminals though.
So Lisa, did that statistic?
They're already behind on their rent.
I got a question, because did that statistic say 11 million households or 11 million people? Because that's a big thing. Because like a household could be
I
like
think it's people. Household, that's doing too much, man. Now we talk about the whole United States.
Yeah.
That is no.
11 million households?
I think there's...
How many people is that? A lot. A fucking lot.
We got like how many people?
Some people have like 12 in a house.
We can estimate what, an average of 5 per household?
No.
You got to think of how many people are single people.
6.
Okay.
You got to think about how many people just have hella kids.
I don't think.
Hella fucking kids.
I
just
think
running
there are
around
more
like,
people that have 1 to 2
I just
kids
want to see how
than
it's
fucking
phrased in
people
that
that have
article.
13.
Not 13. I'm just talking about like 5.
We can stop guessing right now and see how it's phrased in that article.
Okay,
There's hella people with 5 kids. That's all I'm saying. If you put 5 people with 5 kids, that's like 20,
There's
30 people.
There's like so many there's so many people our age thereabouts who have no kids, who their parents had like 3 by now.
There's people that have kids with their parents. Their parents still having kids.
Right,
they
right.
having kids. We all having kids together.
11 million Americans is the way it says it.
Okay.
So.
America. How many of those are babies? 2 million.
2 million.
Sad.
Sad.
Hashtag pray for the babies behind on rent. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out your hard facts or?
Yeah, but we're professionals.
Okay.
We only like 3 more minutes into the show.
I didn't know if you figured it out or not. I'm just
Screenshot
wondering.
it. You
We're
didn't
still
see it?
talking about unemployment and stuff.
Now
so
the people are like, oh, he's a dick. He already knows and he's never going to tell us. But I'm not. Stay chilling.
So, like, what do we think happens? Like, realistically, you eat the eviction, which sucks because that's, like, on your fucking record or whatever. And then everyone just shifts fucking houses.
There's gonna be
and
house
then spends, like, whatever it takes, like, an extra grand or whatever, if they can afford it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, like, for real, what it's going to be is that big-ass eviction is going to be an infusion of the economy for all the fucking landlords who are going to get their little first and last month rent and fucking security deposit, and then they're going to turn around and immediately spend that because they're all behind on shit, too, because they haven't been paying their shit for the last year, you know what I'm saying?
It's not even going to go that fast, though. Because, like, just because you can file an eviction doesn't mean nobody's leaving.
Yeah, so we're looking at things that are happening, like, spring, 3 to 6 months down the line.
Early winter.
Yeah.
Late winter, early spring.
And, like, the vast majority do, but there are some, like, chill landlords who will do their best to, like, kind of help people along. Like, not the bulk, but some. Statistically, there have to be some.
Sports break. Was it this month that this month was the Olympics, right?
No, we talked about the Olympics last month.
That was last month?
We certainly talked. We talked about.
Yes,
we talked about
this month
the
is
running
the,
girl. I forget her name.
Yeah.
Shikari.
The one who smoked weed?
I mean, but I think we talked about that when she got banned from running in the
We
Olympics.
also we talked about other
the
things.
Olympics.
Oh, we talked about
We talked about everybody who went in.
the girl who got banned. Not banned.
The gymnastics girl?
the gymnastic
Simone
girl.
Biles?
Simone Biles. Mm-hmm. We talked about that last month. We talked about all that last month for sure.
Okay.
Special Olympics was this month.
I think the Olympics was still going on
Yeah.
at the time. So like, there was more Olympics, but I don't know the breakdown on like.
Did you
the
watch
gold
it?
medals or none of
I
that
didn't.
shit.
I'm just aware it's going on.
What?
Special Olympics? That's this
Paralympics.
month. Paralympics.
Yeah, that's going on.
That was pretty cool. I don't know if it was from this year or last year, but I saw a video of a guy in a wheelchair that had like a cool rig to climb a rope up to light the torch. And that was pretty sick. That was like cooler than any like regular Olympics torch lighting I've seen.
The only story I've seen from Paralympics is a table tennis player with no arms.
How do you do? Did he have like
No arms.
Did he have like
He used his foot and I think he had it like tucked.
That's sick.
between
That's
his chin
crazy.
and His body, like.
Well, I guess if you have it tucked
That's
back
so
there,
much
you can,
more.
like, see it.
That's
though.
so much more impressive sounding than any
And his
table
foot,
tennis
though.
I've ever
He had it
seen in
his
my
foot
life.
too. I didn't see any matches.
Yeah.
Just seen a picture.
I might look up a video later. That sounds wild.
I read a picture or read an article, seen a picture. That's how it happened. Jake Paul made $1 million.
Yeah, so I didn't know.
Off of the fight alone.
Yes.
So I'm an idiot here and didn't really follow any of this. What's the whole story? Like I knew he was getting in a fight with someone.
He fought a UFC dude.
Okay. Was he a good UFC guy? Was he like a mid?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. He's a pretty good fighter. He got a whole bunch of knockouts in his career.
Sure. Someone you might want to see in a boxing-ish. Was it a boxing fight or a UFC type style
Boxing.
fight? Okay. Why do they always default to boxing there?
Because it's safer.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
okay.
not gonna get your ass kicked as hard if they aren't throwing elbows and shit.
That makes sense.
And you need less of a skill set to box. because you don't have to know how to like do grappling.
It's like one
kicks.
Discipline. It's not like 5 different things.
Yeah, it's not like you had to study in 4 different martial arts to be
You just got to punch good, but you don't got to withstand.
It's like
being
you can be a
choked
great
out.
boxer, but somebody puts you in a rear naked choke and you don't know how to get the hell out because you just know how to punch.
I feel like if you know how to throw a punch and you're strong, there's only so like you can still hit a guy and do pretty well. Like you can get lucky. But like
but if that guy's trained on literally how to take you down.
Oh no, I'm saying for boxing. Like for UFC, that's like
oh yeah. Boxing. Yeah, if you're strong, you know how to throw a punch.
Like you
might not get hurt.
Yeah.
And if you can run. If you need to be able to do that.
You can hit your corner and you got the guy who talks to you. I always like that from boxing. You got like a guy.
I thought this was going to be a real boxing match. It wasn't.
So what makes it not real?
Yeah, I was going to say, what makes it not a real boxing?
Like the way that they were fighting each other. Like there was 5 fights before. Those were real fights. People were getting knocked out. People were getting hurt.
So
people were quitting. People had black eyes. They fought. They barely, like, the whole fight, like 4 punches to the face between both of them. Like, come on, man. What are y'all doing in there?
How long was your fight?
8 rounds.
Whoa, what?
the most lackluster main event I ever seen.
Do you think it was staged? Do you think it was rigged?
No, definitely staged. Because the one time Jake Paul got hit, he fell through the ropes. He was in the ropes like this. And anybody that's fighting somebody in that situation that wants to win is just going to pounce on them.
Yeah.
Like you're about to pounce on him, about to knock him out. He's going down, at least right now.
Yeah. So
he backed up. Let him get up.
Yeah. So even if it wasn't even if it wasn't all the way rigged, someone definitely told him like take it easy on him or something.
No, it was. I think that he was supposed to lose. I think it was like the equivalent of a wrestling match.
Jake Paul won.
Okay.
Jake Paul won, but he shouldn't have won. He was walking backwards the whole fight, like throwing defensive punches. He landed like a couple body shots and like maybe 2 headshots, and then the other 2 headshots were landed on him.
Because I don't know what Jake Paul spends his days doing, but conceivably someone who's a good UFC fighter basically spends all his day fucking like punching
I think Jake
things
Paul
and
just
training.
trains though. I think he is training. I don't underestimate that he is training to be a fighter, but I feel like he's using his money to like buy wins. You know?
Yeah.
Like that win was like everybody there was like, no.
Well, he probably made like net money on that, no matter how much it cost, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, he made $1 million. Then they said he was going to make another $1 million off the pay-per-view. Which shout out to Jake Paul though for bringing a pay-per-view to Cleveland.
If you already
that was
have
the first time ever.
I don't know how rich this guy is, but if you already have a couple million behind your belt, you can definitely give $1 million to the like. Here's my half if you fucking lose.
Yeah, he could probably do that.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely getting paid from everywhere. Because he's like the promoter of that event.
So it's like, it's not, I guess I don't know, like boxing normally goes through its own organization.
It's not in the boxing org, no.
Okay, so
not whatsoever.
Well, there was real boxing matches there. Like there was a title fight between 2 girls. There was another dude that was a real boxer. There was all real boxers besides the last fight. Like all real fights.
And were those counted as like career wins for those people?
Those were real fights.
Okay.
Like it was a pay-per-view event. It was on Showtime. It was a pay-per-view boxing event.
That's such a weird situation.
It was. And then at the end I was like, oh, they're going to really fight because there's no way they're not going to really fight after all these real fights. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't a real fight. And I was like, this is bullshit. And it was only 8 rounds. And like what professional boxing match is 8 rounds? None. They're all 12, especially if it's the main event.
Yeah.
Like you took it easy on them all the way around.
Double easy.
That shit was weak. I left early before they even called out the winner. I already knew that Jake Paul was about to win because there probably literally would have been a riot if Jake Paul didn't win.
You think?
Why?
Was that the crowd?
The crowd was
I want some like
ridiculous for Jake Paul.
What's the
like there was barely like Tyron Woodley people there.
Okay, but Jake Paul is from where?
Here.
Okay then. So why wouldn't the crowd be for Jake Paul?
Yeah, no, but they was already wilding out. There was hella fights in the crowd already. It was a pretty rowdy crowd. People were talking shit like, if he loses, blah, 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 blah.
It's just like a Cavs game.
I'm surprised
I've never seen no fights in the crowd at the Cavs game. I've seen multiple here.
I'm surprised they had this here and not like Vegas or something. Like someone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Jake Paul for bringing a pay-per-view here. That's crazy. Like there was hella famous people here for that, just because that's what they be doing. They be going to the pay-per-view fights.
Q?
Huh? At the Rocket Mortgage Field House.
Yeah. Ugh.
There's not even a field in there, but whatever.
Terrible name.
It looks crazy in there now after the remodel too.
I've only seen it from the outside, looking through the windows.
The inside's crazy. They have like these weird like digital tunnels inside that have like pictures of downtown playing, scrolling, and like other ones have just like designs.
Well, that's good because like if they have like players they want to feature on there, they don't have to like repaint over it like the LeBron painting and shit.
Yeah. And they have a lot of full restaurants in there now.
Damn.
Like just right in the hallways, just like tables, fucking bar. Like, oh shit, that's a whole restaurant.
It's like an airport.
Yeah. Pretty much that's what it's like. It's like an airport.
I always love that when you go to an airport and there's like the Cleveland airport has like the Great Lakes like restaurant, Great Lakes Brewing restaurant at it. And like, it's still an airport though. Like,
I'm not going in there because like I'm just too scared to miss my flight.
Yeah.
When I be at the airport, I do not fuck around.
It's not for people that's flight is in the next 45 to an hour.
Well, that's how my brother popped up an hour before the flight. Like, yo, I'm about to go down here and grab something to eat. Like, yo, you wildin'.
Well, let him wild out.
I did.
I
sat right there at the...
Like, I'm not about to miss my flight because I'm going to wait for some food to be cooked for me.
No. I'll eat when I get there.
I get nervous when
it is nice for when you get stuck in like a fucking layover though, like hanging out at the.
I will say the restaurants and airports, their lines move pretty fast though.
Because they are fucking, they know better. You make somebody miss their flight, they gonna be there for the next 4 hours, dog. You know that? Son of a bitch in here. Man, miss my fucking
this
flight.
Slow motherfucker back there.
When I was a kid, they had to take me to the TSA like extra screening room one time.
Whoa,
because I had a Game Boy game in my pocket that had like a battery in it or something.
They're like, yo, he's a little terrorist. What did you think you were
gonna do with this?
Yeah. My dad was so pissed. He's like, you didn't take that fucking thing out of your pocket. They like wanded me down. They had me in like the screen.
Your dad was actually smuggling something that you never knew about, and you get pulled over for having the fucking.
He's shitting his pants.
He's like, you motherfucker! God, what the fuck, Connor? Why you got that in your damn pocket?
I will say it's fucking. I went through like actual like international customs one time, and that is really freaky. Like no matter like I had nothing. I had like 0 things coming back that like I think I had like a couple like Japanese like fucking toys coming back from Japan, and like having this like official dude rifle through all your shit, it's like very unnerving. You're like, what if I had something in there I didn't know about? Like this guy could just end my whole fucking life right
That
here.
happened to me, and I had something I didn't know about, and they didn't find it.
Nice.
It was crazy.
Nice.
They took the little thing, was wiping it around in my bag. I had a little joint that was like stuck in my hat inside my bag that I didn't know I had in there because it was inside my like winter hat. I don't know why I put it in there because I'm an idiot. So did that, and then like got to the hotel, put the winter hat on because it was cold. I was like, oh shit. They like split me up from like everybody I was with and shit. Like, you got to stay here real quick. And then like took me over to the side and was checking my shit separately. It was like, is this yours?
How nervous were you when they...
I was not nervous because I thought literally, like in my soul, I was like, I have nothing.
Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't got nothing on me.
Check it. Check everything. Do whatever you got to do. But I'm getting on this plane.
Dude pulls out a pound of weed like, what's this? Like,
Medical.
I don't know what. I've never seen that. But they planted it on me.
Hurricane Ida hit this month.
Yeah, that looked fucked up, man.
More than 1 million people without power because of it. Gonna be without power for weeks.
Weeks is sad.
So where did that hit the biggest?
Oh man, you always ask these fucking questions that I don't have the answers to. Louisiana.
Just say a random state. Like,
Alabama.
Yeah.
I say a fucking state that doesn't even get hit with fucking hurricane. Utah.
It's Utah.
He trumps it. He's like, yeah, it actually passed all those states. It hit Texas.
It like jumped.
Yeah, you ever seen a knight on a chessboard?
Yeah.
That's what it did. It jumped over land, came back into the ocean, spun back, hit the land.
All the local meteorologists call it like a night pattern hurricane, like it does the jump.
As a reminder, currently in Louisiana, it's like 105 degrees.
Yeah.
With no fucking
I saw all these people have these like weird little hacks to keep shit cold. And then someone was bitching about it. And one person was like, "Oh, pack your dryer with ice, and that way, or no, your washing machine, not your dryer.
Dryer?
Pack your washing machine with ice and stuff it with like bottled waters and like drinks or whatever." And someone's like, "They should have more important things to do." It's like, yo, it is 110 degrees.
This is the important thing.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. All right, buddy.
I'm not drinking fucking 110 degree water for weeks.
Yeah. No, it looks like it
you
fucked it around.
Anytime soon. You ain't got
110 degree water. You just wake up you just roll over from trying to sleep, and then the water's 110 degrees.
It evaporates before it gets to your stomach.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's horrible. Because, like, I was going to say you wake up out of your sleep, but you ain't sleeping.
Because, like...
You'll sleep, but you don't wake up every few hours to flip that pillow.
You're going to, like, if you're fat like me, you're going to have, like, a little puddle built up, like, in the middle of your, like,
you're not allowed to call
stomach.
You're not allowed to call yourself fat on this podcast. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I am. I wake up with sweat puddles on me. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen to skinny people. Sweat puddles on top of you? Where's it sitting at? It's in like a little bowl.
Here's the thing. I'm fat and that doesn't happen. So I think that's a different problem.
I think you just sleep in a certain way where the sweat just collects.
I don't know.
How do you sleep, man? Show us real quick.
Yeah, demonstrate. Give us a little demo.
First, I hop in my casket.
Okay, right. Hold my arms over my shoulder.
And I'd say, honey, close the top. I wanted this to be real tonight.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like someone just reveals some wild shit. Like, well, I start my evening like every evening. I put a gun in my mouth and then I take it out after thinking about it for a while.
I've been thinking about it for a while.
God, don't call me out like this, man.
That confidence.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I put it in my mouth, think about it for a while. All right, so I got a weird story that I heard, right? It was on some like type of podcast radio show. I just heard a skit of it. But this dude, they were talking about pooping and wiping your hands.
Okay.
Or like washing your hands. And then the dude was like, you grab shit every day. And the girl was like, no, I don't grab shit every day. She's like, I wipe my ass. And he was like, you don't wipe your ass? Or you don't shit? And then she was like, yeah, but the toilet paper is touching the shit, not my hand. And then he was like, no, when you shit, you don't, like, you shit into the toilet paper. And the toilet paper's in your hand. You catch the shit. And then...
This is the stupidest argument I've ever heard.
He catches his shit as he's pooping and then puts it in the toilet.
Wait,
and he was like, when you guys poop, you don't, you just sit down and let the poop fall into the toilet. And then they were just looking at him and he was like, nah, no way. No way. He was like, y'all don't catch y'all shit.
He was trolling, man.
I got a couple of... Is this a program you listen to normally?
No.
That you heard about this because of this exchange?
Yes.
Okay. That's fucking wild.
It was wild. And then he said,
like
and then she was like, what do you do when you have the runs? He was like, that's why you wash your hands.
Yeah.
It's like a really slow news week for Howard Stern.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about, but it was crazy for sure.
That's why I wipe my ass with a rubber glove on, like with a toilet. You know, anyone else just me?
I actually take a shower every time I take a shit.
Like a Subway sandwich guy with the one plastic glove on every time I wipe my ass.
I have a bidet.
I no joke, I want a bidet.
I'm trying to get a bidet. I had to.
You can go to like Bed Bath & Beyond and get like a universal bidet.
I was really thinking about it because I had to fix my toilet. It was rocking and I had to like lift it up and put like a shim under it this last week. And I was really thinking about intentionally breaking my toilet so I could buy a nice toilet, like a robotic toilet.
Oh, why don't you just buy yourself a new toilet?
I don't know, because like I feel like I wouldn't allow myself to spend...
Nice toilets are also like $800.
$500 from the one I want.
Oh, okay.
I priced it out.
Just do it. If you want a new toilet, like that's for you, man. Let's step away for the month, right?
Maybe
Fuck the month.
I think toilet. I have to think. I gotta sit on it for a while. Like, Well, that's the thing. Also, I can't find a place to buy them where I could like sit on them first. Because like, if I'm gonna drop that much money on a toilet, I want to know it's a great toilet. Like you do at like a furniture
There has
store.
to be a return clause. So just buy them and return them until you get the one.
That's such a fucking hassle.
Come on, it's fun.
Is there like a furniture store for toilets where I can just like walk around and try one out?
Do you have just do the like they did in Jackass and just sit on the toilets? Fuck what they say.
Okay, but like I can't buy the toilet I want at Lowe's. Like the only place I can find is online. I need to find like a boutique toilet, sort of like showroom.
I think you're saying like your dream, man. Open that up.
Maybe that's a business.
Be a toilet salesman and sell. Be like, we're the only place where you can sit on the toilet.
Come on down to Crazy Counters. We got all the toilets you might have.
That's a good idea, guys.
The only place in the United States where you can sit your ass down before you buy your shitter.
They're all hooked up and they're all working, so you can actually try it out.
You can shit right in this motherfucker.
You take your shit right in the store right next to everybody.
Yeah, you can.
This is not a public restroom, sir.
No, there's no
You're buying
walls.
a toilet or
There's
you're
no
not.
walls.
You have to like steeply discount like the clearance showroom toilets because they've just been used for like 2 years.
No walls.
Buy our display toilets.
Yeah.
300 a toilet.
Yeah, it's like on list of
Been on
things.
display for 4 years.
Yeah, it's like 75% off, professionally clean.
Some of the people that use this toilet have died.
Yeah.
Some of them even right on the toilet.
Some of them work here now.
It has to be like one of those businesses that's like a mattress store where it's very obviously a drug front because like no mattress store is selling enough mattresses to like exist, I don't think.
Shit, mattress expensive as fuck. One mattress gets you 3 months of rent.
I don't know, man.
I went in to buy a mattress. I left with the fucking hardest mattress in that bitch. I was like, well, I'm obviously not at this point in life yet.
You can be at any point in life if you just put it on credit, man.
Nah, I'm not at
Let it
that
ride.
point. I'm not at that point there. The banks ain't fucking with the boy.
Oh, no.
Lake Tahoe is currently on fire. They just evacuated 53,000 people.
Is it the forest surrounding Lake? Was it?
Where's Lake Tahoe?
It's the forest surrounding Lake Tahoe.
It's like northern-ish California or like one of the surrounding states, I think.
California stays on fire.
Every year, it's gonna be
California stays on fire. Number one state for fires, honestly.
Like,
some people tell you it's Oregon, but really it's California.
California.
It's California/Nevada.
Okay.
So
it's like a big ass lake,
Nevada.
right?
Yeah, it goes through a lot of it. But yeah, around it, burning.
Not cool.
53,000 people had to go away.
Once again, proving the superiority of the Great Lakes. When was the last time that our shit was on fire?
I don't know.
The river does not count.
We apologize.
Just the lake.
We apologize. We are deeply saddened by the loss that you guys are experiencing
It's all
right
shallow
now.
and shit. We got like big ass pre-ice age shits up here.
We are
Connor
sorry.
is just, you know what? Fuck Lake Tahoe, it's a pussy lake. Fucking come to the Chad fucking Great Lakes.
And I don't even say this, I'll admit it. Lake Erie, probably the shittiest of all the Great Lakes. I would say.
Lake Erie is the shittiest? Lake Erie is the best
Hey,
of the Great Lakes.
No. The best one is in the name.
Lake Superior.
It's Lake Superior. It's Lake Superior.
But it's not even the biggest one.
But it's Lake Superior.
But
Isn't
it's
it
a
the
bitch.
deepest? What's the deepest?
Wouldn't
Lake
the
Erie.
deepest make it the biggest
No,
one?
Lake Erie is the shallowest.
Lake Erie is the biggest.
What?
Lake Erie's where the fish come to die.
And
Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Deepest. Because it's superior.
So,
all right, guys, thank you for staying this long. Appreciate it. And now I can tell you how much your day is speeding up.
Okay, apparently, I googled the biggest Great Lake, and the Caspian Sea apparently is the largest Great Lake, according to whatever Google pops up first. I feel like that's
Google is losing credibility right now.
Yeah, that's wild.
I feel like that's like
Google's the new Wikipedia.
that's like Southeastern Europeans like hacking Google. Like it is a Great Lake.
Ready for the big reveal?
Let's hear
Your
it.
day is now a fraction of a second shorter. every
How much of a
24 hours.
fraction?
They don't even tell you because it's probably pitiful.
0.00001.
This was released by Toronto scientists.
They should pay me more for work because that's like more of the portion of my day is being spent with work. Either that or make my day a fraction of a second shorter.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't
Paul
argue that
Delaney.
logic.
Paul Delaney is the one that dropped this information.
Who's he? What's his story?
He's a scientist from Toronto.
Okay.
That's all they told me
He
about him.
just crunched the numbers again. It's like, oh, it's shorter than you think.
They literally quoted him. Fraction of a second.
I love that the headline, obviously, like the headline on like BuzzFeed is like, the day is shorter now. It's like,
It's 2021 will be the shortest decade the shortest year in decades.
Okay.
Shortest decade. I was like, what? This shit don't make no sense.
wait till like the fucking Earth splits in half. It might be shorter than you think.
Currently, Iowa, Utah, Oklahoma, and South Carolina, and Tennessee, all have bans on masks inside of school buildings. And the
Ban the mask inside.
yeah,
the school
they
building?
banned the mask
Whoa.
inside the school
They all the
building.
way. The South will rise again.
Yeah,
Are tripping. These niggas have lost their minds.
yeah, dude, it's wild. Even like the schools around here don't have a mask ban, but like my little brother just started school like 2 weeks ago, and they have like every day my dad is getting updates like, oh, there's a child with COVID in grade 7. He's like every single day he's like getting a few texts that are like, a case was at your child's school was discovered. Like,
Cool, he's still going tomorrow.
yeah, basically.
Because if he doesn't, I got to go to court.
The Department of Education is trying to investigate whether or not this is a violation of the children's rights to not be allowed to wear masks.
That'd be wild if they came back and they're like, actually forcing them to go to school is a violation of the rights. That's when they land on it.
Actually, we have to change some shit.
Yeah. It turns out we can let them smoke and drive now.
But yeah, so Biden has instructed the Department of Education to use all the tools at their disposal, but
Pistols.
I think it would be really effective for kids if they had to do like a week of like coal mining or something and then go back to school. And they're like, if you don't go to school, like this is the other option. Like before we had like child labor rights, you would just be doing this. So like pick one. And then if they wanted to,
Emphysema or history.
then if they wanted to, they could get under like a big machine and fix it because they got the smallest hands. That's their choice at that point.
They're the best ones to work on the motors. You could put their ass in there.
That's why they had child laborers a lot of times, is because they could get under all the gears and shit that would rip their arms off.
Connor is going to run for office under a change to child labor laws act.
Yeah.
On a brighter note, we're all killing ourselves by eating hot dogs.
Oh, I read that.
And
That was bullshit.
Scientists say that one hot dog takes 36 minutes off of your life.
That's the stupidest thing. Because
Reported by the best news station ever.
what's
Fox.
that? Fox. So basically, from what I understand about this, they sort of got this whole like they got a list of people's diets and then how old they lived, and sort of turned that into data where it's like, oh,
How many hot dogs did they eat in their life?
yeah, exactly, something like that.
Yeah, but then, like, come on now. A lot of us would be dying a lot earlier.
I believe, if I remember,
When you were poor that
Hold
one
on,
time,
hold on.
you
I
ate
got a question.
packs and packs of hot dogs.
How old did the guy who was like really famous for eating the hot dogs live to be?
Kobayashi?
Yeah, is he still alive?
Medical outlier.
He's still alive. And Joey Chestnut's still alive, man. Joey Chestnut smashed hundreds
Joey
and hundreds
Chestnut
of
should have been dead years ago.
I don't know
Wait,
who Joey Chestnut is.
Oh, fucking reigning
was the
fucking hot
American
dog
one.
champion. Come on, get out of here.
He was the one
He
who
beat
didn't
Kobayashi.
like. He was the one who looked like 3 Kobayashis.
Okay.
He's a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He smashes hot dogs.
I saw him on like a Travel Channel show one time, and he was
Until
just
his
like,
veins pop out of his fucking head. I watch it every 4th of July.
he was like,
Love it.
I'm training. I'm just gonna like, I'm going to the ramen shop down the street, and he ate like fucking 8 bowls.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're real gluttons. They're going to hell. But on another note, stop eating hot dogs because they're fucking killing you, I guess.
I mean,
But they're good, and if you burn them a little bit, they're a little better. And if you put fries and barbecue sauce and coleslaw on top.
Where's your sort of meat eating status at these days, Antoine?
Oh, going in. I ate a half a slab of ribs before I came here.
Okay. Well, like as a former vegan, right?
Yep.
You should be able to appreciate that.
Vegan
like
alum.
The hot dog. Guys. The hot dog is the part of the cow that would just be thrown away anyway. So it's like,
well, surprisingly,
yeah,
the vegan hot dog, perfectly replicated.
Yeah, because it's like a fake food.
Yeah, the taste on.
It doesn't mimic anything in nature.
No, spot on.
But like a regular, like a non 100% beef, like regular hot dog. Is like
delicious.
That's the shit they would throw out. So it's like you're not really doing any negative impact on the world by eating a hot dog. Like
my hot dog standard is just it needs to bounce a little bit. Like I can't eat those mushy hot dogs.
Yeah, I like them real crispy when they get snappy.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta have a snap.
But I remember from that article there was something like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich would add like 10 minutes to your life or something.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I stopped. So you just got to eat a good you got to eat 3 peanut butter and jellies for every. No, you got to eat 4. You got to eat 4 and then you gain 4 minutes.
For every hot dog you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'm actually going to
I feel like that's actually the ratio I live by anyways.
Yeah.
4 peanut butter and jellies and then a hot dog?
Yep. Like
every day.
No, but like spaced out over time. I don't have a hot dog every day.
That's like a really innovative way I'm going to kill myself because I'm going to go to one of those hot dog eating competitions. That'll be like my thing.
So OnlyFans tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, that was this month.
That was a fun one.
Well, okay, so to be real, MasterCard and Visa tried to make them commit suicide.
No, they didn't. They came out and said like, "Nah, it's not us."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, they just did some bullshit.
Just OnlyFans.
Yeah, they did some bullshit, and then they were like, "Oh shit, niggas hate us now." And then they reneged. They took it back.
No, it wasn't that niggas hate us now. It was like OnlyFans thought that the girls that was making all that money had no other options. But they did.
Tiger was like, yo, my star, come on over. We taking less money from you, and we let you do your shit.
It's like strip club logic. It's like if one gets too fucking weird, you just move to the next one. Anything tying these women down to one particular platform, apart from already having like followers.
Zuck was probably about to.
A lot of girls said they're not going back because she was like, I mean, you guys already showed your.
I thought you said for a second, Antoine. I thought you said that Zuckerberg had an OnlyFans. That's what you were implying.
I think he does.
How did you find that? No.
That's like part of his pretending to be a human act is like he gets an OnlyFans.
That's how I found it. I was on InfoWars.
It's the Zuck busting it wide open.
Yeah.
Whoa.
my
He's like, hey, you love his pussy, don't you?
My favorite thing was the OnlyFans, like the thing that stopped, like right before they had that announcement they're going to stop like nudity. Well, that's the thing we never even said. OnlyFans is stopping nudity on their platform or like adult content.
Sexual acts.
Well, they were going to stop it.
But all that happened the day after famed race faker Rachel Dolezal signed up for an OnlyFans. You remember her?
Yeah, she's showing feet pics.
Something like that.
She's like doing like recipes and yoga and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And feet pics.
Oh, good combination.
Hey.
I like the spread. I like
Hey,
I like
trying to cover all grounds on OnlyFans, man.
You're like, hey, learn how to make chicken pot pie.
All my other shit, but my feet though.
I feel like
chicken pot pie.
Who is it? Like I don't know how you classify these people, like sex workers, I guess, should get a union where they don't let people who haven't put time in do feet pics because that's too easy. You should have to like put your time in before you just get to sell pictures of your feet.
Well, I mean,
you gotta take like 30
but the
back
thing is,
shots
I'm
before
sure
you
the
can
girls
sell
aren't
feet
going
pics.
in like, yeah, I got the best feet in the world. I'm about to start selling my feet pics.
It's just a weird dude.
I'm sure it's like a bunch of creepy dudes, and there's like, yo, I just made $1,000 tonight.
Honestly,
for selling pictures of my feet.
That's where they need some
and
work.
It's the same picture to every dude.
That's why they need some work.
like if you make $1,000 doing that, hey, I'm selling feet pics now. Like I don't have to show my pussy. Like what?
That's why they need some organization. That's like the job you retire on. That's like when you're at like a construction site or a factory and you really put your time in, then you get to be like the guy who pushes the button on the elevator. Like you do that job when you put the time in. Like,
hey, if I open a hot dog stand but people love my fries, I'm gonna sell more fries. Like fuck my hot dogs.
I'm just saying, then you're gonna
get her downward dog. It's really got her fucking page popping. And her chicken pot pie recipe. The feet pics are just for them dudes that you were talking about.
Someone like, hey man, make a video for me. Put your foot in the recipe that you made.
Yeah, smash that chicken pot pie. Smash it.
Let me see between your toes.
I bet you that chicken pot pie tastes so good off your feet.
And we know where who's buying the pics.
Yeah. You.
Definitely Jeremy. I don't even like feet. Feet is disgusting. There's this train conductor in New York. He got himself fired for letting his girl drive the train.
My man had game. I don't give a fuck.
No, because this reminds me of a train story from a couple of years ago where it was like a New York. I think he was like a subway driver.
Yeah, he was a subway driver for the MTA.
Yeah, who was he kept like taking super long breaks and like having sex with women in like the train yard. And this is another one. Holy shit! I want to get back.
Are you talking about the guys that were they had like a little hideout?
I was just about to talk about this. These guys it was a New York subway thing. There was like 3 employees who like found like it was some like retail space that wasn't being used, and they turned it into their little clubhouse.
They had like man cave.
They had like mini fridge and like porno mags and shit back there. And like
porno mags,
or I don't know if they were, but it was that kind of vibe. It was like a real man cave kind of place, and there's like a couple couches. And they were doing it for like years before they got found out.
Hell yeah.
They had like a sort of like door built up so they could get in and out of it very easily.
So how he got caught, his girl was live streaming it. and she was tagging the company, the MTA company.
She was not.
Telling them that they need to make the markers where they're told where they're supposed to start braking a little more visible because they can barely see them when they're driving the train. Yeah, so somebody
they're driving the train.
So somebody that works with them saw the video.
Yeah.
Marched it right on upstairs to the.
Could you imagine
to the head honchos?
Well, at the end of the day, she was just a rider too. Like on that whole.
No, she was a driver. She's driving the train.
Look, you don't understand.
Like, hey, I can't see where I'm supposed to be braking. Like, you're not supposed to be seeing this bitch.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, whatever's at NYC Metro. Like, hey, it's a little uncomfortable in the front seat for 2. Could we get better accommodation?
Can we get bench seating up here?
Yeah.
Need a cup holder.
Why is there only one?
Need a cigarette lighter.
Oh man.
Can we schedule in a 20-minute break?
But yeah, it's so funny. I don't know what. I really
Why live stream it though?
Yeah, that is wild.
Because she was happy as fuck.
That don't mean not like
she unemployed as fuck driving a train around New York City.
Oh man,
they shouldn't have fired this guy.
All right, so you get fired from your job.
He loved his job. He wanted to share it with his girl.
Yeah, you get fired from your job. What do you say to your girl when you get back home?
He's gonna do a great job now that he doesn't have to I gotta rush home to get
all the girl drive.
No, I'm saying, but what do you say to your girl when you get home? Like after you done got fired from your job?
You kick her out.
Wait, what did you say earlier, Antoine?
What?
He said he lets other girl drive, implying that this man not only lost his job, let his girlfriend drive. But that wasn't even his main girl.
You went home, you were like, what the fuck is this shit?
What you mean you had that bitch in the truck? in the train.
At least he still got it in the trunk.
It's in the trunk.
In the trunk.
It's so funny because you think of like New York subway. That's the big stage. Like you're not getting on a bigger subway than that in America. There's like,
I guess you're right. As a subway conductor, you are at the peak of conducting subways.
3 different stories we referenced in like the past like year or two about people just completely doing wild shit.
I'm at the pinnacle of the subway profession.
And like, I don't know what those guys make, but that's pretty fucking good.
He was making over $100,000.
Yeah, that's even in New York. That's great. You're doing
you gotta
doing
keep your
excellent.
girl out, man.
I mean, y'all better be figuring. They've started an Onlyfans.
Yeah.
Like, look what you did to yourself now. Exploit. We lost our good job.
Now bust it open.
For everybody to see.
You wanted to go live. You wanted to go live.
Yeah, we about to go live all the time.
That would be that's like an untapped porno market. Is like guys who are really way too into trains.
That'll be like what kind of train are you talking about on OnlyFans?
There's like people fucking, but then there's also like, oh, you know, I didn't know they were still doing that kind of signaling on the tracks. That's really interesting. They do need to have more space for the signals.
Well, I mean, you probably goes home and tells everybody like, yeah, I almost crashed the train tonight. You know, the brake markers, like they're not visible enough.
Like, how did this conversation go? Like, honey, you ready to go drive the train today? Like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Don't put it on Facebook.
What's
he
this?
had to see her like, yeah, we on the train, y'all.
Well, like, what's this guy gonna do now? He's gonna drive a truck, get his dick sucked, and then run into like the fucking side of the road. At least on a train, you can't.
There's tracks.
Yeah.
There's tracks. Goddamn
It was
it.
the safest place for this man.
Until she ran that
Not
shit off
getting
the
hired
tracks.
anywhere else
Right.
now.
Like, no, you're gonna let your girl drive the truck, and
It's gonna be like
she gonna be calling us like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers need to.
there's gonna be a story
What's
now.
with these brake lines?
There's gonna be a story now that's like Smokey and the Bandit, but with trains, where they're like, "We hear you're the best train driver around." He's like, "Yeah, they took away my license."
Y'all ready for?
He's gonna be sitting on a bench just telling people.
Yeah, like I used to be the best train
No, he's
driver
gonna sit
in
on
New
the
York.
train. He's gonna be on the train like, I used to drive this thing. They're like, shut the hell up. You ain't drive shit anymore. I was the best. I was at the top of my conducting career.
To my girl.
Imagine if you were like his coworker, like the guy who did the shift after him, and you're just like, fuck, this whole fucking front of your train, your workspace is like
Unclean.
That's something pretty remarkable.
You already talk about the biggest thing that happened this month?
what's
Mike
that?
Richards.
Jeopardy? No, that's not the biggest thing.
Now he got fired.
Who cares?
I mean, he tried to make himself the host of Jeopardy. Then he gets fired as an EP from Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
That's what people do. Like these people who have all these like fucked up things about them, trying just like, I'm gonna be the host of Jeopardy now.
Not only didn't think he could do that though.
Not only did everyone dislike him who watched Jeopardy, I don't watch Jeopardy, so I really have no opinion here. But then people were like, oh, and you've also got this incredibly problematic past.
Yep.
No one would have known about if you just didn't do this.
Right. Then they got rid of his ass.
And they could have had LeVar Burton. Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
A universally loved figure.
Right. Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. Star Trek.
Who doesn't at least know the start of the song?
Yeah. That's more great shit than most people have in their whole career. Reading Rainbow and Star Trek. That's top shit. What were you actually going to talk about?
I was going to talk about Afghanistan. And the fact that we left it, and now the Taliban took over.
Yeah, that's a real.
What did they think was going to happen?
That's a real like Curb Your Enthusiasm, like that. Bum, 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 bum.
Like, yeah.
And we could have had Bernie Sanders. He would have been just like Larry David.
I do gotta say I've seen a few tweets from the Taliban now because
you follow the Taliban on Twitter?
There's so many Taliban guys on Twitter, just like back in the old days of Twitter when all the ISIS guys were on there.
And I gotta say they're actually they're good at trolling now. Like, good for them.
Well, it's so
That's
funny
because it's us.
It's so funny because one of those things where it's like
us join the Taliban.
Obviously, the things the people in the Taliban actually believe are like horrible,
right?
And they're like misogynistic and like horrible and all that shit. But like when you actually follow them on Twitter, like they are real people and they do sometimes tweet about anime. They will sometimes be like, yeah, I love going go-karting with my boys and watching Naruto.
I shared one earlier today. It was like,
and then boom.
Don't cry, Mr. American. Your taxes are in a good place. And it's just a bunch of Taliban dudes standing in an airfield.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, so there's all these insane numbers about like the amount of vehicles we left over there and shit. That from what I've come to understand no one can like confirm this. Those are all paper numbers. Like, sure, we left shit over there, but it's not the amount of shit that the fucking receipts say we have.
Oh, we definitely did leave a significant amount of money in helicopters there, though. Like,
that's good. They'll kill themselves faster.
For them.
Dude,
I don't think they're hanging people from the helicopters.
But like, I don't know. Do you guys understand how dangerous helicopters are? Like, they're going to kill themselves faster if we just give them 1,000 helicopters than they would if they didn't have them.
I mean, you're acting like some of them don't know how to fly a helicopter.
No. So
they come here and get their pilot's license.
You know that story that, like, we were flying to, like, the SEAL Team 6 was going to kill Osama bin Laden? They crashed, like, at least one helicopter on the way there. Not doing anything dangerous. They just crashed it. Like...
That was the distraction. Like,
I would not take a U.S. military helicopter. It's like a death sentence.
How long do you think you can hang on to a plane?
Not long.
There are like
30 seconds. I'm staying alive because I'm not even going to make it up far.
There were motherfuckers literally hanging off planes, though.
Yeah.
Like,
freezing to death.
They're literally hanging people from Blackhawks. They're tying them to it and then flying in the air and hanging them.
Oh, well, that's not what I was talking. I was talking about like people trying to escape.
Get out of Afghanistan.
They're hanging onto the side of American planes, like
that happened too.
That's fucking. Ugh. Yeah. We're taking like 6,000 UCS's helping 6,000 Afghan refugees.
We should be helping like a million.
Where are we going to put them?
Wherever we have more
in the empty cages we have now.
That's the thing that always pisses me off is like everyone who says like
what the fuck?
Fuck off, we're full or whatever. Like the people with those like bumper stickers and shit live on like a compound that's one house on like 20 acres of unused land. Like,
not to mention one in like
I need to keep my peace and my freedom.
Yeah, we're like so less dense than any other country in the world.
That's not even taking into account places like the East Side where 4 and 5 like there's like a bunch of empty ass houses over there. Tons
of parts of Cleveland, even a lot of parts of the West Side now. Like there's like 4 empty lots near your mom's house. Yeah,
literally. I was just about to say, look at my mom's street. Like fucking over there on that street, it's like 1 in fucking 3 houses.
Except those wild Chinese people who moved in next door to that like definitely condemned home. That's not for this podcast, but that's still a wild fucking thing. But yeah, like we should be taking if like we pulled the cord, we should at least take some fucking people with us who want to come, you know? Fair's fair.
We didn't even take all the Americans. Like, there are Americans just stuck there. Like,
we should have held on to the plane.
Goddamn.
At least try to get back.
It shit is crazy. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
I do think, I don't know, maybe I'm in the total minority here, but does it really read as fucked up to you when people like, there's like the 13 people who died, right? Everyone keeps talking about like the 13. Yeah. There's a suicide bombing on some sort of outpost installment headquarters somewhere.
They bombed the airport where we were escaping from.
Okay. But like, it's like a war. These people are fighting. Like, it's not like, and these people signed up to fight a war. Like, obviously,
it was 13 U.S. Soldiers killed in the Kabul.
It's sad that anyone
attack.
died, but it's like, did they think they were just going there to like fucking dig wells? They trained them how to fucking shoot an M16.
Going
like,
to war. People are gonna die.
I mean, probably 13 people died falling off of the plane.
More than that. Probably died falling off the plane for real.
You probably didn't see how many people was holding on to that.
There was a lot of people holding on to the side of the plane.
I'm surprised it even got up in the air. With the fact that it was already full over capacity and they had people hanging off the side of it.
And I swear to God, like, people would be doing probably the same shit over here if
shit started happening. Yeah.
If the Afghan government had been drone striking our fucking funerals and weddings for, I don't know, 30 years.
Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally an entire generation.
Yeah. If our sort of way of living had been completely ruined by the Afghanistan building dams in our country in like the 50s,
and then like aggressively taking over farmland and growing poppy and shit like that.
It makes you wonder, what's the CIA stance on this? Are they just getting heroin from somewhere else now?
The CIA created
They've got
the
other
Taliban.
places to get it from.
Oh, absolutely. But like,
so they're just like, hey,
y'all answer to us again.
Yeah.
was it just like not profitable anymore? Do they just get cheaper heroin and drugs from somewhere? Like,
No, the Afghan government was like, we're not paying you guys anymore. And then the U.S. was like, oh, we're out of here.
We're going to let the Taliban have you guys.
Taliban! They did like what we did with the Taliban was like what Trump did with the Proud Boys.
yeah. And here's
Like,
the
stand
thing.
by, Taliban. They're paying us.
Yes. I work at a factory, right? And if someone trains me to do my job for let's say 15 years, give or take, and then the minute they walk away, I fuck it up. It's a little bit of the person training me's fault, right?
Oh yeah,
You're
for sure.
looking at the Afghani army there. It's
Like, yo, he ain't show me none of this shit.
some dude just took like 15 years of smoke breaks and left me like, and it's like, you're on your own now.
Okay, so that's the other side of it with fucking Afghanistan is like we've invested so much money into fucking private military contractors and not fucking the actual military to like do projects that will help Afghanistan, but like literally fucking billions of dollars of projects money wasted on fucking projects that never even came close to being fulfilled.
Yeah, and
like,
I've been hearing some insane shit recently. I mean, this has been happening for a while, but how the actual military runs, because everyone knows from like Vietnam and up until like early war on terrorism, quote unquote shit, that is happening, that like a big military can't really fight an insurgent force, right?
Right.
It's not really effective at fighting groups of people where they live, basically.
I mean, nothing is effective with that. I think.
Their doctrine has been for years now that the regular army is all like logistics for special forces, who are the real like fucking dirty ass kickers. I mean, they're doing horrible shit, but they're the guys who actually like shoot the bulk of the people. So like the actual army like doesn't really know everything that's going on. Like they're pretty far down the food chain,
right,
compared to like Delta Force and shit.
Well, like the thing that I was reading was kind of saying that it's not even fucking like Delta Force type motherfuckers that are taking a substantial amount of the defense budget. It's literally just private corporations like Blackwater Inc. like fucking going and like, oh yeah, we're gonna set up a telecommunications hub in the middle of the desert that is going to eventually become a big city, but then it never happens. Like that kind of shit.
And it's got like zero oversight from like the people who live here and the people who live there have like very little say in it. I've heard from a lot of people that, I mean, this is all, I guess, second and third hand stuff. The people who live in Afghanistan largely considered the government they had there to be illegitimate anyway. So it's like, we don't like the fucking Taliban, but it's not like the people they took were like our fucking guys anyway.
Yeah, they were literally fucking American puppets.
Yeah.
That's why, like for the longest time, people weren't trying to work with the American government or the Afghanistan government for fear of retribution from the Taliban. And then fucking Trump actually did the negotiation for the peace treaty between us and the Taliban. And he was like, yeah, you guys got to leave everybody alone that worked with us. And the Taliban are like, yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Folks, I did a deal with the Taliban. It was excellent.
Notice how that was never in any speeches.
They're not so bad when you get to know them, folks.
And then Biden pushed it back a few months and then still didn't have any infrastructure left.
I will say, the one funny thing is specifically Britain talking to Biden about like Afghanistan and them like doing all this wild shit about how like, oh, it's so irresponsible you did this, and him just not giving a fucking shit. I think that's the funniest thing about Biden is he is, I think, actually like an Irish nationalist, like in some regard. I think that bit stuck with him at some point where he thinks that Ireland should not be part of Britain and fucking hates them for it. Because he's talked about that. He's hung out with like Jerry Adams from Sinn Féin before and shit. Like he's like talked to IRA guys before.
That's funny.
But yeah, do you guys have any other notes on Afghanistan? Any other quips, jokes we can make? One-liners.
Hey, no, I do got one more joke for it then.
Oh, okay, shit. Let's go.
Congratulations to Terror for winning the war on terror. Just like drugs won the war on drugs. Yeah, congrats to you guys. Fucking congrats.
That's what the last three Vietnam, they won that one. Drugs won that one. Pot's legal now in a lot of places.
Fucking A.
And terror. Yeah. Shit, man.
I mean, but like, we trained both sides.
Yeah, but the one side...
I mean, we also fueled the drug war, too. So come on now.
That's what we do.
We're always on both sides.
It's not like the people who lived in the neighborhoods put crack there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You can't lose when you're on both sides. That's what they be saying. They're like, put a little money on both sides.
Yeah.
Something's got to take off.
More money on this side, though.
It's like when you play roulette and you bet on every number.
This side.
Yeah.
I'm going to do every red, every black, twice on green. Push it in.
You would be mad as fuck.
But yeah, I heard it was like some weird interview or something from like Freeway Rick Ross, like the original one, going like, I would show up to like neighborhoods sometimes. There's like crates of guns. I don't know how the fuck they got there. But, like
they dropped them off.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he was implying. Was like, I know exactly who put them there.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the police doing things, there was a raid in Brazil that unearthed one of the oldest complete fossils.
Oh shit!
Of a flying,
a raid?
Yeah.
A flying what?
A flying reptile.
Okay.
A pterodactyl.
That was 90%. Had 90% of its skeleton intact.
Wow.
And it's the oldest thing to ever be found. It's a toothless petrosaur.
Okay, all right. I need to know how a raid unearthed this thing because, like,
well, they don't really want to tell you. They're
that's
just
usually
like,
a paleontologist or some shit.
Well, the dude had it, obviously.
Well, first off, it was an illegal raid.
Whoever they raided had this thing in their house and was like, "Yo, I'm the shit. I have this fucking old ass fucking fossil of a fucking flying reptile." And then they raid him. They're like, "Yo, he's the shit. He has this old ass flying reptile fossil. We need to tell everybody about it." They didn't
I wonder if it's already in the British National Museum or not.
What?
Because they be coming around stealing everything.
Yeah, that's their whole thing is.
Yeah,
they
you
take
think
all artifacts.
There's a guy
everywhere.
in a pith helmet that shows up after the Brazilian SWAT raids this place. No, I'll see you.
It also had some of the soft tissue in between the bones.
Oh, that's important
wild
stuff.
That is wild.
That's wild.
Because it's old as hell.
Maybe.
115 million years old.
That's old as hell.
That's what they say.
Motherfucker, it's prehistoric. It's pre.
Well, no. He's saying
story.
I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying. You're saying that there ain't no fucking way that we can know exactly when that bitch was. And I completely agree. I hate that shit. That shit makes me so mad when people start talking about that shit. I'm like, how the fuck you know?
Right, 150 million years ago. It's 2021.
Yeah, nigga. That's where history
That's
started.
only 4 numbers.
History started there. This is prehistory.
150 million years ago.
Prehistory.
He said, motherfucker, you said 9 digits, but I'm only counting 4.
4 is where history started. At 1. 0. At 0. They're like, this is year 0.
But no, that's not even true, though.
Yes,
That's not where history started.
Oh, it started before 0.
I mean, there is before 0.
Yeah,
There's BC.
AD.
Fucking,
That's some biblical shit, though. That doesn't matter.
The burning of the... I gotta make sure I'm right.
That's it. You sound like that dude from Thornberries.
Donnie. Okay, so the Library of Alexandria is burnt in 48 BC. Like, that's a recorded...
Burnt?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a recorded historical event. That was just like a real thing that happened.
So it was burnt in 48
BC.
Nah, we just gotta take all the BCs and turn it into like that's where we started.
Oh yeah.
And then keep the numbers going up.
What year would it be?
Who knows? I didn't say I know all that.
The problem is the BC goes
Right, the other way.
Yeah. For real.
A CEO of a liquor company killed himself.
Oh, really?
Not on purpose. He was at a metal show and he was trying to dance and he did a backflip and fell off a balcony 50 feet.
Speaking of killing yourselves and falling off of stuff, the crate challenge was this month.
Oh yeah, the crate challenge. That's a good one.
CIA
Started on Huff.
CIA dropped the crates
It
off.
started on Huff?
Yep, started on Huff on the east side.
Did it really?
Yes, it did.
Okay, but every local neighborhood says that, right?
I've never heard anybody say about Cleveland.
I never heard anybody say it in general.
Nobody said it about the third.
Hey, calm down. Nobody knows what that even is. There's like 7 people in the world that know what that is.
I'm just saying, someone from Baltimore is like, oh yeah, you know this shit started over here.
I mean, but you never heard that.
But you know.
But you don't know. All you know is that Dorian said it started on Huff. That's all you know.
Yeah, which I can make an inference that every neighborhood everywhere else, or like every
So
city,
I feel like
someone's
you're
like,
inferring that there's some black dude in every neighborhood saying that. Like
This shit started over here.
Like Dorian said it.
yeah, but
Dorian's
like,
not even from Huff. He's
I'm not.
nothing to gain from this.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm not even from Cleveland.
yeah,
Shut up.
some guy in
some shit started in
Baltimore
Cleveland?
is like, I'm not even
Yes.
from Dundalk, but you know this shit started over here.
Dundalk?
I don't know, some like neighborhood or something.
Oh, shit. Dundalk for life.
You done, dog.
We're pulling triggers of squirt bottles to clean
But yeah,
windows
I saw.
with a squeegee. No paper towels, nigga. Environmentally sound. Friendly.
I saw some pretty fucked up videos from that.
From
One
Dundalk.
guy got killed.
Okay. So,
Killed on the crate challenge?
Yeah, he
I had
got
to look
in
it
the
up.
middle of a war,
Yeah.
you know?
because we were talking about it.
Got shot right off
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top of
yeah.
the crates.
Whoa.
2 other people died,
Hold
too.
on, Jeremy's got the facts here.
I have
Where crate challenge started?
it started.
Where did you find this?
knowyourmeme.com.
You love knowyourmeme.com. When you scroll to the bottom, it says none of this is actually factual.
The challenge is based off of a video that went viral a decade ago.
That started where? Where was this video from?
Joyriders TV were the first people to repost it on June 23rd. And they are from Compton.
But they were the first ones to repost it. That doesn't mean they were the ones to record it.
Well,
So you didn't even come with any breaking news.
They are the ones who were the first ones to repost the video from 2011.
Yeah, but where was the video recorded at in 2011? That's what matters. It was on fucking Huff, nigga.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Is now I gotta find out where the video was
You're
recorded.
talking about where it was reposted.
Yeah, like what? Who cares? That's not the
You're
creator.
talking about where the shit started.
That's like if we said something, right, and then somebody reposts what we said. And then somebody's like, who said that? And they're like, well, these people reposted it. Like, no, nigga, we said it.
Okay, hold on.
The hell does it matter what you do? You do the most fucking half-ass research I've ever seen.
This is what it says, motherfucker. I'm reading you what it says.
Don't read the information that's irrelevant.
The guys who got the credit for this go-around are from Compton, all right? They're the ones who got the credit right now.
Because niggas on Huff don't have a following. This makes even more sense, right?
I'm checking it out right now. These Joyriders TV guys.
They white.
We're not going there.
You know how they do, man.
Yeah, who was ever big to come from Compton anyway?
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Okay, so
Like, wait a minute, what's going on?
the original guys who posted the video, who they don't have a very big following at all. It is 2.37 thousand subscribers.
Okay.
2.3, so they are us.
They're about
On
us.
steroids.
They're from.
At this point, if you say anything remotely close to Ohio, Dorian's right.
Yeah, you could go as far as Maryland.
Okay, I'm looking up the state abbreviation because I'm dumb. Maryland. They're from Maryland.
Well,
I
as Connor said, you can go as far as Maryland.
I told you Baltimore, though.
Oh, this dude said, I seen the Great Challenge while I was watching The Wire.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Milo, he did it first.
Omar broke his back on the crates.
Did you guys see Rick Ross fall on the crates, though? Who cares where it started? Did you see that?
Rick Ross tried the crate challenge?
Yes, and fell so hard on his back that I know he's still hurt right now.
He's never going to walk again.
Like, and when he fell, like, he was on, like, the fourth, like, right before the top one. So that's, like, the one that's, like, what, 6?
Have you seen any video of someone do it all the way?
Why are they doing that?
Huh?
Have you seen a video of someone do it all the way, like up and
Yeah.
down?
I have not seen the video.
I've also seen somebody fall off the top one and break her arm.
Several people fall off the top one.
I
Her arm was broken as hell.
I saw a really heartbreaking one where some like juggalo kid got all the way up to the top one,
Said whoop whoop.
started walking. He didn't. He just looked like
Kid came and
He's
kicked
not a
it.
juggalo then.
no. I don't know if he was a juggalo. He was a fat white kid. So like
Juggalo. Juggalo.
I apologize.
he got all the way up to the top one. He like put one foot on the step down one, just fucking toppled.
That was the one that hurt you the most?
That's sad, man, because you got up to the top, you stayed at the top for a while, and then you're like starting to walk down.
Now, the moment the kid came and kicked the crates from under the dude,
I would have shot that kid. Real shit. He kicked the shit out of them crates.
yeah, he did.
He broke that dude's rib. That dude's rib is broken.
Oh man,
I watched it like 5 times because I was like, this is wild. How did nobody stop this fucking idiot?
Hey, kids are unpredictable. You don't know what they about to do. They might
He
try
was
to
like
climb up this
16.
shit. Oh.
He was a tall kid if he was younger than that.
I want to see what someone working in
He
emergency
sweet chin
room
music
said.
the crates. He kicked that shit as hard as he could. It was like the most perfect form kick I ever seen to end this dude's
So why do you
life.
think he did it?
You know why it was? It was
He
a
failed.
stepdad up there.
Nah. He said it the first time. He fell right before dude went up, and dude was like, I can do that shit. And dude was about to make it. He was like, nah, fuck you, nigga. Kicked him off.
I don't know, man. I feel like it was just somebody like some dude that was fucking his mom. And he was like, fuck this
Stepdad
nigga.
is a way funnier one.
He's like, man, fuck this nigga. And then the dude was trying to hold him back, like, don't do it, man. Mom gonna be mad as fucking Jews, brother. He was like, no, fuck this nigga, man. This nigga grabbing me for a week.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Tired of this nigga telling me to clean my room.
I think it would be a fun thing to bet on. Like, watch people, like, right before they take the first step, like, you get to put money on.
I seen a girl that won 4,000 doing it.
Oh, yeah?
People were giving out money doing
Everybody
that
was
shit.
holding, like, there was a whole group of people, and the first person to do it, everybody gave him, like, $5 or something. So, like, her whole apartment complex was basically outside. She got $4 grand.
If I was, like, an Olympic gymnast, you would just make a fucking killing. Just, like
Well, see, most of people set it up for failure. Like, if you look at the setup, like, that shit is not even on a flat ground. Like,
Yeah.
you're set up to die here, and you just can't
And if
even
you want
see
to do
it.
it on the flat ground, it'll be concrete if you fall.
Yeah.
You got to take it to one of those,
I
like,
think-
cushion basketball
Yeah.
courts.
If
You got to plant both your feet on the crate.
If you can do like the parallel bars at the Olympics, you can probably
Sure.
like just clean up on some crate challenge shit.
I mean, we
just
could probably get famous on some crate challenge shit.
just like drive around town, just like everyone you see, you're stopping at.
I also got
If I do the crane challenge, it would murder me. Alright? I would literally die.
Yeah, you would be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life.
So I got something that you can do that I'll propose to you in this month that'll make us go viral.
My brother destroyed a fucking kitchen doing that.
To make the hype video that'll actually get you on there. It's just do an episode of Rough and Rowdy.
What's Rough and Rowdy?
Rough and Rowdy is like a boxing match, but you get to you just get hyped up. It's 3 1-minute rounds. They put you against some other regular dude. You can pick somebody if you want, and they'll put them up against you.
That's like Fight Club.
And it's like a pay-per-view. But like a lot of people pay for it. They got a live crowd, and you get to like make the hype video, so you can shout us out in the hype video.
Do you get an entrance? Can you get like an entrance? What song?
Anything.
What's your song, Jeremy?
Lighten Up by D.O.
Oh, hell yes.
Hey, you can have him live performing it.
Yeah.
As you come out, he's like doing a live performance. Yeah, we out here.
I think we've entered prediction territory.
I think we're getting there.
I predict that Jeremy's going to make a promotional video.
By the end of the
Rough and
month,
Rowdy.
Jeremy will either be $1,000 richer or a paraplegic.
I think you can handle Rough and Rowdy better than the crate challenge.
I think I can too. I would definitely rather fight somebody than potentially take a massive fall. For sure. Okay.
Trust your strength more than your balance.
Yeah, some of them guys don't even be punching for real. The girls fight. The girls be fighting.
Yeah, you don't want to fight a girl on
See,
there.
I feel like that's the one point where, like, I took a couple of years of karate, which is not real fighting, but it does kind of teach you to instinctively punch.
You want to go on there too?
No. Oh, pussy. There's no way. Too? I would get hit one time and I'd be done. I'd be like, nope, sorry, I lose, I'm done.
No, see, that's how you just get hit and fall.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it other than that, just fall.
No. Mine's going to be the most... I'm going to try to make mine epic. If I'm going on it, I want it to...
And if you win, you get 500.
I'm going to try to pick the person up.
Okay, do a dramatic fall. Like,
if you pick them up.
God.
That happened on Rough and Rowdy a couple times. People suplex some people when they were getting beat up.
Oh, that's
hey, the dude did suplex one nigga, man. He was mad as fuck. That was funny.
That was Rough and Rowdy was this month too.
Can you do elbows? Knees and elbows?
What's the environment like? Do they put me in a ring or
It's a ring.
Yeah,
it's a ring with a hella people.
Can you get like a real quick elbow in?
I wish it was just like in a park or something, you know, like
maybe.
Way more fun.
You got to be real quick because it's boxing for real.
I feel like if you could do knees and elbows,
I mean, it's
that'd be
pretty lit.
alright.
You go into like the realm of being a professional fighter for a night. Like you get an entrance, a walkout, they play a song, you go in the ring, an announcer announces you. If you win, you get your hand raised at the end, and the crowd yells for you. But if you get knockout of the night, you get $5,000.
Knockout of the night?
I'm aiming for that knockout.
Is that the person that got knocked out or the person
that knocks the person out? And you get leave with $5,500.
Is it a boxing match or are these no rules? Like, can
boxing
It's
match.
boxing.
God
It's boxing.
damn it! I don't want to box. I want to.
Dorian just said I couldn't throw elbows, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is box for 3 1-minute rounds.
Yeah. I get
1
it.
minute is so long when you're not used to fighting and you're fighting.
I got way more
None of those
faith
guys look like they were used to fighting.
in my skills to bum rush somebody and try to knock them out.
You can do that.
Like I said, only the girls were fighting for real. Like they were. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, the girls were fighting until their last drop of energy was gone.
Like it's like
Hot Wheels versus Cherry Bomb.
I wouldn't neither one of them falling. Because they were punching each other in the face so many times. Close range.
Okay.
They had Hornswoggle on here before.
Oh, Swag was on this?
Yeah, he got his ass whooped by
He's
the
in
world's
Cleveland
strongest
all the
little
time.
person.
He does a ton of wrestling shit up
He
here.
got his ass whooped. So bad that after he was like, hey, I entered this man's ring.
Yeah.
And my shit that I do, fake. This real.
Oh,
I'm telling y'all, it's real. And I was like, damn, wrestlers don't normally say that. Like, because they do be getting hurt.
It's real.
They do be getting hurt. But that
all the time.
the strongest little person, he can squat 700 pounds.
Hornswoggle rocks. Don't get me wrong. He's a great guy, but he did that for a paycheck, man. Like that was not a real fight with him.
You only get $500. He wasn't the main event. You only get $500 if you win.
Yeah.
If you win, he did it because he was helping out Barstool Sports because he even shouted the dude out.
Oh, this is Barstool?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put it on.
Is it like it's not legal? Is it?
It's legal. Sometimes they have like
Deion Sanders is an investor in it.
Yeah, they put what was I about to say? Sometimes they have like real comedians on the thing, like Bill Burr, just commentating these fights, and it's fucking hilarious. The commentation on the fights is fucking hilarious. That's the main part that's funny. Like the shit that they say about the people that's fighting is hilarious. And then they interview them right after the fight. They're like, I'm here with the loser. How did it feel to lose? And then the dudes always just say some crazy shit that's like, dude. And then they say some crazy shit back to him. Like the one dude, he was like, why you tie your shoes so tight like that? You think that had anything to do with why you lost?
I mean, but like he did that because what else you gonna talk to the loser about? You're not gonna talk to him about winning.
And sometimes they interview the winner.
Why tie your shoes the way you did this morning?
Did it hurt?
They got belts and shit.
They got belts.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like if you've done this twice,
they got so many belts that the one announcer was like, "Yo, are we just printing belts or what? How's everybody getting a belt?"
Because the one dude still had his belt on as the loser doing his interview.
Yeah.
He had his belt on the shoulder doing the interview. I was like, yeah.
That's funny as hell.
No, I think this would be a good platform for us. I could be your corner man.
What are you gonna say to him? Hey, man, hey,
go on the right. You gotta duck. Come up. Throw the left.
You gotta at least throw one punch.
All right, Dorian, you have a prediction?
No. Hold on. Not right now.
He said no.
Not at the moment. Hold on. Let me get my prediction to
Go for your prediction. Got it.
No.
Yeah,
no,
no. I think I predict we're going to start seeing. I know it's not for a while, technically. Still, we're going to start seeing some real fallout from that eviction moratorium ending. I think that we're going to really start seeing these sort of consequences of that in the next month.
Y'all ready for my new my prediction?
Sure.
New war dropping, y'all. We're out of Afghanistan.
New war.
So
we're at spin the globe. Pick a country. We're gonna make that stuff in Africa legal now. The stuff we've been doing forever. Are we gonna call that official?
That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be somewhere in Africa. We're gonna fuck it up though. We're gonna target South Africa. That's the new war. Yeah. South Africa. They're gonna get all the Trumpers all excited because weren't they trying to say like there was a white genocide happening there or some shit?
Yeah, we're gonna liberate South Africa from the black people. That's the next war.
Yeah, 100%. Biden's gonna be all about it. It's gonna new war dropping. That's my dropping.
South Africa is going crazy right now too.
What's happening in South Africa?
They're rioting and shit.
Oh, okay. About what?
I think like inequality and police brutality.
Didn't they already do that
corrupt
one?
Government.
Isn't that their thing already?
So they did this already.
That's like a band playing the hits.
I think it was.
That's like Springsteen.
Yeah, it was
That's like Springsteen getting up on stage and playing "Born to Run." Like that's what they're known for, I guess.
I guess right now it's like some of the worst that it's ever been.
That doesn't surprise me.
COVID fueled.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Actually, I changed my prediction. We're going to be attacking Tanzania.
Tanzania?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tanzania.
Where's that? Like Indonesia?
It's in Africa.
It's in Africa.
It's in Africa?
Eastern Africa.
Hold on, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm thinking of somewhere else.
Thingland.
I'm not actually an idiot. I'm very smart. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Kazakhstan. That's what you're thinking of, probably.
No, I think of actual Tasmania, not Tanzania.
Tasmanian devil.
I mean, that is a place, man. That's a real animal.
It's a real animal, but
do you have your prediction, Corey?
I mean, some simple shit.
Did you just call him Corian?
They're gonna
just call him Corian.
Shit. Podcast over.
So
Tasmania is an island off Australia. It's pretty close to Tanzania. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not.
I mean,
Tanzania's like in the middle of Africa.
Linguistically, the words are pretty close.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I'm about to to say, like, one's in Africa, the other one is Australia.
I mean, yeah, they're far apart, like geographically.
The one's not even on the coast.
Central.
Shit's in the middle of Africa.
Motherfucker ain't no water connection.
Just a plane ride away.
Yeah.
Simple prediction though. What was it?
Oh, they're going to shut down school soon.
Oh, hey, no, that you're factually right on that one. We are going to shut down school soon.
Can I change my thing to that? Because that's going to be correct.
Yeah.
Like the whole American education system. You're going to shut that down?
Well, yeah, like you just said,
They're going to stop
in the
teaching
southern states. No, they're going to go back to homeschool to the virtual schooling.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just said, in the southern states, they don't have a mask mandate. And
No, they have a mask ban.
okay, they have a mask ban.
Like, you're not even allowed to put a mask on because fucking Karen's going to come up here and smack the shit out of you.
Hey, I don't want that little fucker Timmy near my kid wearing a mask, teaching him to be a pussy and shit.
And in some of these places, they've already started shutting down the classrooms.
What?
They've already started shutting down some of the classrooms because of cases that are piling up in the schools.
Yeah, there's Delta variant in one school. They're like, it's linked to the only unvaccinated teacher.
Yo, imagine being that teacher. Like, hey, shut the fuck up.
That's going to be the gym teacher, right?
Nah, definitely the math teacher with like the nipple piercings.
Oh.
Yeah, specifically our 8th grade math teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Gibson. Fuck you, Mr. Gibson. You fucking Delta variant spreading bitch.
I can easily see an art teacher being like an anti-vax, like hippie,
oh yeah, definitely, Miss Masterson.
Yeah, I was about to say it.
Y'all need to relax. Stop saying no teachers' names, man.
Hey,
not saying their first name.
That's not your Gibson's, baby.
Peace.
Later.